and welcome to the answer video for challenge 4 of our Coding to Christmas series. We'll jump over into Trinket to have a look at what today's question was. So today's question is all about the size of Santa's sled and then assigning him a parking space depending on how big his sled is. So as with all of our Coding to Christmas challenges, you can find all the details down below. So if you want to see the previous ones or the upcoming challenges, make sure you read the information below. But we'll jump on now to answering today's question. So the first thing that we need to look at here is obviously to ask Santa for the information. So in this question here, we want to ask Santa the width and the length of his sled. So I'll start to put that in now. So I'll create a variable called width, and then I'll use the input statement to ask the question, how wide is your sled? And we want that in centimeters, so we'll just pop that in there. So we'll accept that, and then the length of the sled. So we'll do the exact same thing. How long is your sled? So just starting off, we're going to be getting input, obviously, from Santa. So once you've got that, you'll notice here that the input, if you remember from our lessons, the input statement will always return a string. But in this case, obviously, we're expecting an integer because it's going to be the length of something. So we just need to make sure that we actually cast these values to an int. So I'm just going to surround this input with an int. And that should now allow us to get the width and the length of the sled. So now we can start to work out the area because that's what's needed for our next bit. So the area, because we're looking at the area in meters squared, we're actually going to have to be dividing some of these values by 100. So I'm going to put in brackets here, width divided by 100. So that'll give us the area in meters, and that wants to be multiplied by the length, also divided by 100. So at this point, I can just sort of check to see if my program is running as expected. So I'm just going to put in a little print statement there. I'll come up to the top, I'll press run. I'll just make this a little bit wider for people at the side. So how wide is your sled? Let's say it's 200 centimeters wide, and we'll just say it's 100 centimeters in length. And you see here we are getting the value of 2.0. So that would be 2 meters square, which, again, just sort of doing a rough calculation in my head, if something is 2 meters long, or sorry, 2 meters wide and 1 meter long, that would be 2 meters squared. So it looks like everything is working as we'd sort of expect at this point. So now we'll come to the next part of the question, which is going to be using the conditional statements that you would have learnt in lesson 3 to print out what parking space Santa should use. So the rules for our parking spaces are, if the area is 5.3 meters squared or below, you can park in space 1. If it's then, I guess, up to 6.5 meters squared, you can park in space 2. And if the area is over 6.5, then you need to go in space 3. So I'll just get rid of that that print, and I'll just add in a if statement. So we're going to say if, and then the actual expression. So the expression we're looking for here is if the area is less than or equal to 5.3. So I mean anything up to or equal to 5.3 meters, meters squared. We can say that Santa will park in that one. So please use space 1. I guess then next thing we'll need is a elif, and we'll check the area once again. So now if the area is, if we're following the question as it is written there, we'll say 5.31, and so we're doing multiple expressions that we're comparing here. So we want the area to be less than 6.5. We're then going to print out the message, please use space 2. And then finally, because at this point it must be over 6.5 meters squared, we can use the else statement, that catch-all to our conditional, and then we'll just print out the message in that case that they should use space 3. So let's have a quick run of that, see if there's any problems. So let's do the 200 again by 200, let's see. So that would have been 4 square meters, therefore it uses space 1. So that seems to have worked. Let's run it again a few times. Let's put some bigger values in. Oh, yep, space 3, so we've got all that. So one thing just to quickly take note of here is just exactly what is actually being caught here, because there is a slight error in this statement here. This is how many people I think will have written this question or written the answer to this. But there is a slight problem here of what happens if the sled is 5.301. It won't fall in, it won't be caught by this expression here, but it also won't be caught by the elif, so it would actually send them into space 3. So what we should be doing instead, because this first expression in our if statement will catch anything that is less than or equal to 5.3, what we should really be doing, instead of having 2 of these, we can just say if the area is less than 6.5. So if the area is, say, 4 square meters, when this if statement runs to begin with, it will be caught by this first expression, and the second one won't run. However, as soon as it gets above this value and is not caught by this first if expression, it will then go on to the elif, and then that will check to see if it's less than, I guess we can do probably less than or equal to 6.5 square meters, and then it will print out space 2, and then finally, if obviously it is bigger than 6.5 square meters, it will then use space 3. So whenever you're doing a conditional like this, just make sure that every possible value that you've entered, there is a correct pathway, because that's how you can slightly run into some bugs. So again, perhaps we'll just run this again. We'll put some other values in. So it comes using space 2, so that's obviously there between the 5.3 square meters and the 6.5 square meters. So here you have learnt and used the input function. You've been doing some casting of the values that you get into that to an integer. You've then been doing some calculations on that to work out the area. And then finally, you've been using the conditional statements to adjust whatever message is sent back to Santa. So we will see you for challenge number 5 tomorrow or the next time. But until then, I hope everyone's enjoying this. And if you have any questions, obviously you can just leave comments below and we'll try and answer them. But we will see you in the next challenge. Thanks.